Hey guys, I'm back here with Kate Volman again for another Juicy Bits. And today we're going to call you out on something we see way too many people doing. What we find is that professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs, people in professional spaces are out there trying to use social media, good for you. Unfortunately, they're treating it like their website. They're using jargon, they're using 3 times edited copy that they've gone over and over again that's all about them. And as we're scrolling through our news feeds and we're looking at cute babies and cat pictures, we don't want to read about your law firm. You know what I mean? It's just not what social media is about, right, Kate?
Oh my gosh, totally. It's social media. It's fun, it's interactive, it's engaging. And so often businesses are getting really caught up in wanting to look really super professional and they're not being more casual. But social is really, we're used to casual conversations, sharing different things like you mentioned a law firm. You know, I know some law firms that they love posting like behind the scenes pictures of things that are happening in the office, like fun stuff to like get to know each other or to get to know their business a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Casual rules the day on social media, right? Casual does not have to mean unprofessional. It is called social media, not professional media, and certainly not stuffy media. So you want to be very social, you want to be entertaining. So an analogy I like to use is think about if you're hiring a speaker for an event. Yes, you want a speaker with a great message who has a lot of information. But all things considered, you also want someone who's entertaining, right? Someone who's going to captivate the audience. And so I want you to be thinking about your social media marketing the same way. How can you take the message that's professional that you're trying to actually put out there and make it personal? Whether it's real and vulnerable, whether it's funny and comical, whatever it is, that's the kind of stuff that works on social media, right?
Absolutely. And going to your point with different social platforms, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, kind of changing the language a little bit for each platform too. Very casual, but in a different way. So you can be a little quirky and fun on Twitter and then create the same type of message and put something different on Facebook. But even into LinkedIn, which is a more professional networking site, like, again, we're used to it. We're human beings. We're interacting. So putting things out in a way that you're going to start getting some engagement makes you feel more makes you feel you are human. Yeah. So it just is going to resonate with people much more, and you're going to start to see a lot more engagement and interaction.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's some real tips for you. So it's not like your website like we're talking about where it's all about you and it's really professionally written. It's got all kinds of jargon. This is about being bite-sized. It's about being very approachable and personable, letting people actually know who you are. It took me a long time to realize this, but when we help companies market themselves, people are way more apt to follow people than they are companies. So if there's a person behind your company that can personify it, much like I am here for Juicy Results and Kate does, then people are going to be more likely to respond to that person. So if you at all possibly can, put people out there instead of just this professional company, right?
Yeah, and it's funny. I was doing a webinar and I used GoToMeeting. And I couldn't figure something out, and their website actually wasn't as helpful as I thought it was going to be, so I actually started tweeting them. So I tweeted them, I said, oh my gosh, I have a webinar starting and I can't figure out whatever it was. And it was so fun because within minutes I got a tweet back and it was very casual, like, no prob, Kate. Like, it was really fun and conversational. I love them.
Yeah.
And I tell that story, so I'm promoting them in a way that is, obviously they have great customer service. I got something back right away, and it wasn't like a stuffy message. Exactly. It was fun.
Yeah. There, at any given time, and it changes over time. This year is different than last year, and at any given time, there is a certain collective vocabulary being used on social media. Right now, selfies are everywhere. Kate and I just took one.
Yes.
We'll put it up on the screen for you right there. And we put it out there because that's what people expect. Next year it may be something else. Maybe that'll be cliche at that point, right? There's all kinds of great vocabulary. People love emojis right now and smiley faces. I mean, there are very professional brands that are using these things. Not because they're irresponsible or because they're unprofessional, but because that's the modern language people are using. And the modern language is changing so much more rapidly than it used to be, right? It might change every decade. It's literally changing every year now, if not more. And so the best thing you can do to blend in with social media or look like you're actually doing it natively is to be using the same language that people are seeing from other people as well.
Absolutely. And when you said selfie, I remembered I just spoke at a chamber event, and they actually had a selfie stick, and they said, at the end, you have to take a selfie with the crowd behind you. And that happened with, right? And then what was that tweet with that Ellen at the Oscars? They have that tweet that, like, the selfie that she did. So So definitely.
It's the norm now.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So definitely take a look at who do you follow. I guarantee the people that you really like
Besides
and you
Kate and
follow. Well, besides us, of course. But those people, they're probably really fun and engaging, and they're speaking this kind of language that we're talking about.
Absolutely, yeah. And I would really say even, politicians and people that are, you would really think break the mold on social media, they're probably being a lot more casual than you are with your social media marketing. So I want to challenge you guys, go out there, take a look, see what they're doing, see what we're doing, and try it over the next couple of weeks with your own posts. And I bet you'll be surprised with the results.
Absolutely.